welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again today. My name is Olivia, and I'm so excited about this topic, like teaching. Yeah. So, on 31st, I made a video where I announced I'm going to be adding health tips to my videos. So today I'm actually teaching on something that a question that have been asked me several times. Okay, in case you don't know, I'm a registered nurse, PSN nurse. Yeah, so I'm actually a nurse by, is it profession? Okay, that's a sign. But so having said that, so I have a kind of a background in how some of the things in the body work. Not like I know it all, but like I kind of have more idea or a better idea or a better way of explaining it to people that don't even have a clue of how some of these things work. So today I'm going to be talking about how to calculate your period. Yes, I've gotten that question 3 times. So, and I feel I should make a video about it because I know it's actually going to help somebody. Yes, you may be out there and you're a woman and you've been asking, how do they calculate this thing? And maybe you've tried and you don't really know how it is done. This video is going to help you. Okay, thank you. So please kindly watch to the end and observe carefully things I'm going to attach on the screen. Yeah, maybe here or here. Yeah, so just follow me carefully. So first of all, what is your menstrual cycle? As women, menstrual cycle, or like, let's say the period, menstrual period, the menstrual cycle is that time in the month where you see your period. Sorry, I'm not so. So menstrual cycle is actually an occurrence in the life of a woman that happens once a month, once every month, and it's actually very normal. It starts at puberty. Some people start seeing their own at 12, 11, and when you stop seeing your period like at 55, 60, then that's when the menopause sets in. Okay, so having a background of what your period, so your, in a layman language, your period is that time when you bleed, women. Okay, so that is period. Then going over to how to calculate the period. Okay, I want to actually explain one or two things here. Understanding your period and how to calculate your period will help you plan your life very well. For example, let's say you're married and you're wanting to have a child, it will help you to know when to indulge or meet with your partner. It will help you to know when you're safe, when you're, let's say you also want to do like natural family planning. It will help you to know your safe periods and when not to, indulge, or when, if you want to indulge because you're married, you may use protection, or because you're looking for a child, you would keep trying at that particular fertile period. Okay, so that is why it's important. So as women, we need to really understand how our body works. We need to really understand how our body works. So I'm going to attach something, that a circle that will actually show you what the menstrual cycle looks like. Yes, this circle is actually going to show you, like, let's say from the day one, you start seeing your period from the day one. The day one, okay, so the period for some people it lasts between 3 to 7 days. So period for every woman varies. Okay, the way I see my own period and the way it does me is actually quite different from what you might be experiencing. All right, yes, please kindly ignore our dog. I don't know, anytime I want to make video, this dog will start talking. So sorry for that. Then this cycle, the day one is your, let's say you're stressing your period today, so that's the day one. And let's say you saw it for 4 days, so you see the cycle for after the 4 days that you've seen your period, that's your period. Then the next days, from the fifth day down to the 11th, 12th day, you're kind of, that period you're kind of safe, like safe, yes. Then between the 12th or 11th through the 14th or 15th day, that period is when you are expecting your ovulation. And during ovulation, what the body does is that it releases an egg, and when it releases this egg, it means you're fertile. Once you meet with a man, once you meet with your partner, you are capable of getting pregnant at that time. Okay, yes. So that period you are not safe. Okay, so your body is actually preparing you. The hormones, the follicular stimulating hormones, I'm trying not to use ambiguous medical terms in this video so that a layman, like anybody that stumbles on this video, will understand what I'm saying. Your body actually start preparing your womb and your female reproductive organ to house a baby. So it's expected that at that time a baby is supposed to come in, so your body is releasing everything it needs to house a baby. So after that phase have passed and nothing happens, there was no fertilization and everything, the egg dies. So when that egg dies, it now enters the luteal stage. So that period, your body is actually still preparing to know if a baby is going to come in, if something is going to happen. But because there was no fertilization and everything, gradually those things begin to shrink, and before you know it, you start shedding. The uterine linings will start shedding, and then again it will repeat again, your period. So how do you calculate your period? I've actually talked for long. Day one is your period, okay? You mark it day one in your calendar. So I would actually advise you get a calendar, like a calendar. You can actually write the calendar, like like Monday, Tuesday, like the way this calendar is, you can write your own. Then day one, the day you start seeing your period, you go and circle that day or tick it. You see this one, it has red, you go and tick it. Then after you've seen your period for, maybe let's say you saw your period is 4 days, so after the fourth day you keep counting it till the next time you see your period. The next time you see your period again, you will label that one day one. You get? So what you do is you count from the first day you saw your period last month till the first day again you're seeing it now. Okay, and the number of days that you actually saw that period till the one that started now is your cycle. So what happens is that sometimes this cycle or the number of days can actually vary. A lot of things can affect the duration. Sometimes it can maybe be shortened because of maybe you're stressed out or something, you were sick or something. Sometimes it might be elongated because of several other things. So in my next video, when I'm going to talk about health, I'm actually going to talk about things that can cause delayed period. I'm going to talk about dysmenorrhea, how to handle it. I'm going to also talk about yeah, I'm going to talk about those ones and when you should see a doctor. So initially, when people start seeing their period newly, this the cycle or those days, that number of days that you count, sometimes it might differ. Let's say for example, the first one you counted, it was 28 days. Maybe the next one you counted, it was 29 days. Maybe the next one you counted again, it was 26 days. So it keeps going like that until your cycle stabilizes. So when you've seen your period for a while, your cycle actually normalizes, so you know that your cycle is either 28 days, 29 days, 30 or 35. So the normal range is between 28 to 35 days. Okay, so whether it's 28, 29, 35, it's still in the normal range. But when it's shorter, and remember that I said there are things that can actually make it come earlier and there are things that can make it come later. So let's say that you've calculated your cycle and it gives in 28 days, 28 days, 28 days, 28 days. Then you know that you have 28 days cycle. Okay, so you prepare yourself that after every 28 days you're expecting your period. After every 28 days, so you know that you have a 28 days cycle. I hope that makes sense. Yes. 28-day cycle, maybe your own is 31 or 32, then you have 32 days what cycle. So that is the how to calculate the period or the cycle. Then let's say that, for example, something happened and maybe you saw your period, um and it was now looking like it's abnormal. Okay, let's say the cycle kept fluctuating. You've seen your period for a while, and let's say maybe you were stressed, and instead of the normal 28 days, it now came out on the 26th day or the 25th day. You don't have to worry. Okay, you don't have to worry. Just keep observing your body. Then your night cycle again, if it's maybe it's now 26 or 28, it's still within the normal range. Okay, but where you would actually get worried is when um you start having a irregular cycle and you've seen your period for a while. Maybe the first month it was 28 days, the second month it was 25 days, the third month it was 18 days, the fourth month it was 10 days. Wow, you actually need to be worried. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to consult your doctor. You have to um consult a doctor, go to the hospital for assessment, and you'll be told what to do. So I hope this video actually helped you to understand the period and how to calculate it. Please, if you have any questions or maybe you need any clarifications, drop it in the comment section. I will try as much as I can to reply the comments or the questions that are thrown there. And I'll see you in my next video. I actually made this thing short because I don't want it to be super long, so that you can be able to watch it. And when I will make the next video, then I will talk about those things that cause maybe prolonged cycle. I will talk about dysmenorrhea, or menstrual cramps, how to manage it. And thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell, select all so that you get notified anytime we post a new video. And then share this video with your friends. If it helped you, share it with your friends and encourage them to subscribe as well. Okay, let's grow this family and help ourselves to be better.